Hey everybody, this is Radha from Radha School of Music, and I am so excited to be sharing all the things that we are offering in the fall of 2025. Now keep in mind this video is fairly long, so check out the timestamps that I've put at the bottom with all the different topics. And if you're an adult student, you can skip over to the adult section and check out all the things that we have for you. The things to keep in mind are that our fall registration opens on July 1st and ends on August 1st. If you want to be in a band, you need to fill out the band form by July 18th so that we have enough time to really put a lot of time and effort into figuring out who's going to be playing together. Please check out all the different band opportunities we have now because I have been refining these programs and we have a lot of new opportunities that I can't wait to share with you all. So yeah, if you can just take a moment to watch this whole video and then you can really think about what your goals are, what you want to put time and effort into, and then let us know via the form. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start at the very basics. Private lessons. I think every student should be in private lessons. There's very few exceptions. Private lessons are really where you're going to grow and learn all the things that you need to learn in a way that you learn, because our teachers can figure out how you learn and what your interests are. And if you don't really know what your interests are, that's the time where we expose you to so many things. And then you can figure out what path you want to go down, because there's limitless paths in music. So private lessons, I really do recommend every student is in. We offer 30, 45-minute and 60-minute lessons weekly, every other week, and then you can just call and do one-offs. So it just depends on where you're at in life. But yes, private lessons are so important. So if you sign up for only private lessons, here are some things that you will also be invited to do. Number one is open studio time. Almost every teacher here is going to open a chunk of time once a month where any of their students can come into the school on a quieter day and really focus on practicing, ear training, theory, collaboration. Maybe that day some people want to songwrite. It's really a time where all the students of the same teacher can come together and either work on whatever they're doing together or work separately. And sometimes it's good to get out of the house and really get some focused practice time in with other people. And things are always more fun with other people. And then the teacher, depending on how many people will be there, will be cycling through, making sure that everybody is getting what they need, checking their theory, doing some ear training, things like that. So it's going to be up to the teacher what the student needs in that moment, because they teach you on an ongoing basis. But open studio time is going to be also a great way to use makeup credits. So if you take private lessons and you have a makeup credit, you can use it towards that. Okay, let's talk about recitals. So if you take private lessons here, you are always welcome to sign up for student recitals. They're held in-house here at our event space and studio downstairs. And they're such a great way to just showcase what you've been working on and to have a goal and to get on stage in a really relaxed environment and perform. You can do that. You can play solos. You can play duets with your teacher. You can play with friends and family if you have other people here that take lessons. So any idea you have, we can do that at a recital. And the recitals are planned through your private lesson teacher. So if you have a question about when the recital is going to be planned, just ask them. We always support them in the admin team as well. But that way the teacher can organize their own recital in their own way. So I really do recommend students sign up for recitals whenever possible. And it's such a great way to support other people and listen to what other people are working on. Very inspiring. Okay, recording sessions. So we have a studio downstairs called Indigo Studios, and I love everything that we get to do in the studio. So any student that would like to record a piece they've been working on, if you're a drummer, you could do a drum cover video. Any idea you have, the wackier the better. We love doing all sorts of things. We have multiple cameras. We can multi-track audio and video, mix it after. Really anything that you think you can do here, we'd love to know about it, because filming something is such a great way to kind of have a timestamp of where you were at in your musical journey, and you get to keep that forever. You can share it, you can send it to friends and family. So yeah, we built the studio for the students to use, and so if you ever would like to record anything, please let us know. Okay, let's talk about music collabs. Music collabs was an idea that's been floating around for about 1.5 years, and we're actually turning it into an 8-week semester. So this is for students that are not in an ongoing band, students that want to play with other people, but maybe not in the traditional like contemporary bands that we offer here. If you're a pianist and you want to do a classical piece with a violinist, or if you want to make a really cool arrangement of a song and it just needs 2 or 3 people, this is the project. So Music Collabs, basically what you do is you decide what your project is with your teacher. You figure out how many people you need and what instruments they play. And basically you can just figure out what you want and we'll try to make it happen. And then the teachers gather all of the students' song choices and the things that they need. And we have meetings and we figure out if other people have students that can fill in those spots. Now, if you do sign up for Music Collabs, it is strongly recommended. I think I'm going to require it as well to also support on someone else's project. So you're doing yours and you're doing one of someone else's. It's such a good way to play music that you normally might not play, a good way to connect with other people and support them in their project. So, and that's the way that we're going to fill all the spots in the songs. So if you want to just play with other people and just do 2 songs, there's going to be 3 rehearsals leading up to the show. And then we're going to have a Music Collabs show that feature all the people that did it for that semester. So we'll do an 8-week semester in the fall and an 8-week semester in the spring. So keep an eye out for when those registration dates come out. And yeah, I'm really excited to get this project off the ground. Okay, so our monthly songwriting meetups. There are so many amazing songwriters at the school, and I know that a lot of people have music in them and they just don't know how to get it out. And the more you collaborate, the more you push yourself to create and put yourself in situations and environments that are conducive to creativity, then the more you're in touch with yourself and what you need to get out, whether that's through music or art or whatever you do. So our songwriting meetups, we're going to have a different teacher every month, each leading a songwriting session in a different way. You're welcome to bring original songs that you have. There's going to be time in the beginning to kind of share songs you've been working on. You can also ask for help from other students and the teacher, like, hey, I wrote this song, but I need help with this part. And then the teacher is going to do a exercise and everybody's going to write a song in a short amount of time, like 45 minutes probably. So it's a really good way to just push yourself and collaborate with other people and write original music, which is the whole point, I think, of this, is to leave a piece of yourself through music into the world. Okay, so our monthly songwriting meetups, there will be 3 age ranges, ages 7 to 11, 11 to 18, and adults. So if you are interested, even if you've never written a song, you are totally more than welcome to come. We're going to put everybody that is interested into our new app, which I'll talk about later in the video. And we will just invite you every month to come. And if you can come, that's awesome. If not, you can come to the next month. So it's very relaxed. And every month will be different because there's going to be new music coming out of everybody. And yeah, this is such a great way to collaborate and connect with people. Okay, let's take it up a notch. So now I'm going to talk about our programs. If you are in private lessons and you're interested in taking the next step and collaborating more and playing together more and performing out in Austin, then I think you should check out these programs that we offer, and then you can figure out if you want to try any of them out. Okay, let's talk about Band Friends. Band Friends is a program that has grown so much over the last few years, and it's really incredible to see how much people love playing together. I mean, it proves time and time again that that's where the magic happens, and that is what motivates us the most. There's so many people relying on you. You have to listen. You get to perform out in Austin together. The whole thing is such a fun experience. Okay, our Band Friends program now has a few pathways. So if you are a student who has never played in a band, or you haven't quite found the people that you want to play in a band with on an ongoing basis and still want to meet new people, then I would suggest signing up for the semester-based band. That means you're committed per season. So in the fall, it would be August through December, and then the spring would be January through May. And this is just a good opportunity to meet new people. And but the goal is really to find the students and the bands that you really connect with the most so that you can continue with them on an ongoing basis. So if you've played with a few people before that you like, when you fill out your Band Friends registration form, please let me know who you want to play with, who you've enjoyed playing with in the past, because I put all the bands together and I really put a lot of thought behind who is playing together. So if you don't give me any information, then I will do my best, but the more information you can give me, the better. If you are in a band that is now established and you're continuing throughout the year together, then you would be in our ongoing band program. Now, you would get similar things. You'll still get your band practices either weekly or every other week. But the difference is that you are building a set of music, and ideally you want to be playing your own gigs. We'll still invite you to be a part of the gigs that we and the shows that we plan, but we won't be able to give the ongoing bands more than a specific time slot. So if you're working on a 2-hour set and you want to book a show, there's a lot of things you're going to need that we can help you with. So if you need to record some promo videos, we can do that in the studio. If you just need overall advice about all the things that you need in order to, approach a venue and book a show, let us know. We can do whatever we can. And we also might have some contacts and connections that you could use to book shows. And we can also introduce you to venues that we've already worked with, things like that. So if you're an ongoing band and you have a band name already and you have a social media page, or you want to, then this is the category of bands you want to be in. And then we will book shows with other ongoing bands, with other bands that are established, so that you can just be more connected and collaborate with other bands that are on the same page. Now, if you're interested in being in an ongoing band, but you're not quite sure or who you want to do that with, you can still let me know. I just want to know what your goal is, even though you might not know how to get there, so I can help you get there, or my team can help you get there. So just let me know. If you just want to meet new people, then sign up for the semester-based band, and then hopefully I put all the bands together in a way that people are like, oh my gosh, I loved this band so much, we all want to stay together. Okay, let's talk about themed bands. So if you have a genre that you really want to focus on, or if you're like, you know what, I want to play the entire OK Computer album by Radiohead in a band, that would be called a themed band. We've done a couple of these and they're really fun. They connect all sorts of different people together. And we did a Rage Against the Machine tribute show. We actually did a few of them. If you want to form a funk band, I think I'm talking about myself right now, but if you want to form a funk band and you want that to be your genre, that would be a themed band. And then what we can do is try to find students that have the same musical taste and want to be in that project. It doesn't even need to be an ongoing band. If you just say, I want to learn this one album with other students, put on a show, record a few songs in the studio and be done and move on to another project, that's awesome too. So yeah, just let me know if you want to start a themed band, and we can just try to find students that would be interested as well. Okay, something I'm really excited about that we are adding this fall are our monthly jazz jams. We'll have a version for adults and then a version for teens and older kids. This is going to be on a month-to-month basis, so just let us know that you're interested in it, and then you'll be invited every month. You'll get a list of a few tunes to listen to ahead of time, go over the form, practice soloing over, and then we come together and there's going to be an instructor present. And yeah, there's just so much listening and freedom within jazz. And even if you don't know that you're into it, I think that you should explore it a little bit, maybe come to one session. If you already know you love it, then come to as many as you can. The more time you get playing with other people, the better. And yeah, these are going to be really fun monthly sessions, very relaxed. You can come and go as you please. If you can't make a month, that's totally fine. But just let us know you're interested, and then you'll be invited. Okay, let's talk about house musicians. So if you have been involved in any of my house band projects over the last year or two, as you know, there's quite a few high pressure situations where you have to learn a bunch of songs in a short amount of time. You have to make charts, read charts. We have to transpose songs quickly. We work with all sorts of singers, and yeah, I mean, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. But I still saw some things that needed to be fixed. So we're making a lot of changes this fall to make all these programs work in the most efficient way. So now what I am looking for is, if you are interested in being a house musician at Radha School of Music, which means that you are on call. If we have a show that we need someone to play on, we will send them to the house musicians. Now, we might have a duo coffee shop show where it's just piano or just guitar and a singer. We might need a band for a singer that is planning a really big show, and we're putting a band together, a specialized band for that singer. So there's a lot of different projects that you can be involved in, and I just need a list of people that want to be on call to do these shows, want more opportunity, and if you have not been in a house band before, there is going to be a list of requirements and things that you need to make sure that you know to join, just so that we can all trust that you have all the tools you need to succeed, to be a house musician. So I love the kind of direction that this project is going in. And yeah, just let me know if you're interested, if you haven't been in my house band project before, and we can talk about what you need to do to get there. Okay, let's talk to vocalists for a bit. I am so happy with how many vocalists we have in the school right now, and such powerful, impactful performers on stage too. I'm always so blown away by our singers, and I am excited about new show opportunities and new bands that you could be collaborating with. So if you want to be a lead singer of a band, obviously fill out our fall registration form to do that. I will be handpicking which vocalists are going to be assigned to which bands. You get to come to all the band practices, and you also will get voice and performance training on the side. And then, of course, if you're in voice lessons, even better, because you can really work on your songs and make them sound like you, which I always prefer. Vocalists figure out what their voice is, and mimicking and copying is such a good tool to learn, but as soon as possible, I want to hear you sing and not you mimicking someone else. Okay, so our singers can also sign up for a group technique, ear training, and performance class. So this class is going to cover a few different things, and you'll get to collaborate with other singers. If you guys are planning a show, this is where we're going to pull house musicians in for the specific show. But this class is going to be a mix of like performance and then also learning and listening and harmonies and working on all sorts of different things together. Okay, so we're going to be offering acoustic, solo, and duo shows. So this is for singers that want more performance opportunity at coffee shops, at different places throughout town that are not like a huge full band setup, which I know we do so much of, but I know that singers want to perform more and maybe even showcase original songs that they've been writing. So if you want to be a part of the acoustic, solo, and duo shows and you can't play an instrument, that's where we pull house musicians from. So you'll tell us what songs you want to sing and we'll find people to support you for that show. So if you're interested in doing these types of shows, please fill out the form letting us know, and we will keep you updated and let you know the progression of events as we get closer to fall. Okay, last but not least, recording sessions for vocalists. I think it's so important for vocalists to showcase and record what they've been working on. And it's so good to have content these days, and even just good for yourself to have a high quality video of yourself performing a song you've been working on. So this is something that I really do think all students should be involved in at least once or twice a year, working on something and then coming and booking studio time and recording it. It's so much fun, and you get content. So you get to look back on this time and remember what songs you were singing. And you can even do this with friends and families and other singers as well. So any idea you have, bring it into the studio, we'll record it. Okay, y'all, I am so excited to finally announce a program that we have been working on for honestly the last couple years, but more seriously over the last 6 months. I have an amazing team of teachers now that are going to be involved in this program. It's called A.M.P, and it stands for Accelerated Music Program. And this program is going to have 2 different age groups, one ages 10 to 20, and then one that's called Pre-A.M.P for ages 7 to 12. Okay, so the reason we created this program is we have so many students now who are actually dedicated to their instrument. They practice, some of them are in bands, some of them write music, and even though they're getting so much and they're totally on the right track, there is a lot that they're not getting that we know that they're not getting, but we just don't have time to fit these things into private lessons. And so basically we created a program that will give the students all the things that we know they're not getting in a really fun way. And yeah, it's just for students that want more. So I'm going to go into all the things that you get if you're involved in A.M.P on a month-to-month basis. Okay, so the first requirement to be an A.M.P is weekly private lessons. This is really where you're going to get all the things that you need to know for the other things that you're doing. And yeah, the private lessons are so incredibly important. So that's the first thing that is required. Okay, one of the classes you're going to be involved in within A.M.P is our monthly group technique and music theory class. So we are bringing students together of the same age, instrument, and level, which we're very excited about. So we can tackle these topics that usually get swept under the rug or we just don't have time for. There's going to be monthly exercises and homework, and also so much potential for collaboration. Having 3 or 4 guitarists or bassists in a room is a dream for us. And so, yeah, you're going to have a little bit of healthy competition. Being around students of the same instrument is really important. Right now, everybody is in a band and they're the only drummer and they're the only guitar player, but this is really going to change things, and it's really going to allow us to dive into the topics we normally don't have time for. Okay, monthly ear training tests. I'm so excited about this. I had to do ear training tests when I was a kid, and they were so beneficial. So students that are coming to the monthly ear training test, you're going to know ahead of time what is going to be on the test. So these are the intervals that we're going to be playing. Here are the types of chords that we might be playing that you have to figure out what they are. We're also going to be doing rhythms. So we'll tell you this month we're working on these types of rhythms with some examples. We'll play rhythms. You have to write them out, and then vice versa. So this is such a great class. And it is technically a test. So your private lesson teacher will be helping you prep for it. Like I said, you'll be given information ahead of time what will be on the test. And then we all come together and do our best in trusting our ears. So students that are A.M.P students need to be involved in some sort of band or ensemble project, whether that's a Band Friends program, a music collabs semester. It doesn't even matter. You have to be playing music with other people on a consistent basis. The most growth is seen doing this, and you get to apply all the things you're learning. And playing music with other people is so much fun. So yes, every student needs to be doing something, but we have so many different options now that we can figure out what's best for what you need and what your schedule looks like. Okay, recording sessions. Recording sessions are included in A.M.P. You get 2 recording sessions per year. You can do that with just yourself or with a band. And this is just so important so that we can really track and record where you're at in your journey. You can do that with your phone too, but a recording session adds so much more pressure, and it really pushes you to finish projects. So it is completely up to you what you want to record. The crazier the idea, the better. But yes, A.M.P students will be involved in 2 recording session projects per year. Okay, the community involvement within A.M.P is going to be awesome. We are going to have a monthly hangout that's themed that any A.M.P student can come to. We might do live band karaoke. We might do a vinyl listening party. We have so many ideas to do music trivia and Jeopardy, but using music. So every month we do it, there's going to be a different teacher leading the night. We'll order pizza, or we can figure out food. And it's just a good way to just hang out and have a good time together with music as a focus. We might write songs. And then also if there are shows in Austin that either I'm going to or other teachers are going to that would be a good venue for students, we'll definitely invite you guys and try to just go and do things together more. And going to see live music is so much fun. My favorite activity. So yeah, we're going to be definitely providing a lot more opportunities for students to come together and just have a good time. Okay, end of semester assessments. I'm so excited to offer assessments. I know a lot of people have been asking, and basically the assessments are just going to go over everything that you learned in your group technique and theory class. You'll be needing to perform a song that you've been working on, and then also ear training tests, just doing everything that we did that whole semester. So I know that most people don't like assessments, but this type of thing is so much fun. It's such a great way to prove to yourself that you've absorbed everything that you've been learning, and it'll empower you to keep going and connect all the dots of music. So that's the whole point of this program, is to give you so many different things so that they all come together when you're playing your instrument. Okay, I haven't even talked about the Radha School of Music app yet, but if you are an A.M.P student, you are going to be involved in a group chat with other A.M.P students, and all the teachers will be sharing tons of music, albums they love, just general group chat type of stuff. And yeah, it's just a great way to stay connected, and if you want to write a song with someone or you want to collaborate, this will be the place where you can throw your ideas out and see what happens. Okay, so here's a recap of everything that you're going to be involved in if you are an A.M.P student. You have your weekly private lessons. You have your monthly group technique and music theory class. You have your monthly ear training test. You have your end of semester assessments. You have involvement in a band or ensemble project. You have recording sessions twice a year that you can do for yourself or for a band. And then you'll be involved in a group chat. So those are the things that you're going to get that are required. There will be some add-ons that are completely optional for A.M.P students. For example, we will be bringing in some special guests to give some master classes, which we would recommend everyone coming to, but it's totally not required. You can be involved in our acoustic, solo, and duo shows, coffee shop style shows around town. You'll be invited to our songwriting meetups that we're going to have once a month. We have being a house musician, which I hope that all AMP students are house musicians. And also AMP students are going to be invited to fill in for other people in projects. So if there's another student doing a recital or a show and we need another instrument, we'll be calling on AMP students to do that because we know that you guys can learn songs in a timely manner and can support other people in that way. So yeah, that's an overview of AMP. And everything in Pre-A.M.P is almost exactly the same with just slightly shorter durations of each class. Okay, so for anyone that's interested in the AMP or Pre-A.M.P program, please just fill out our application form. You're not going to be committing to anything. I just want to know who's interested, and then I will meet with your private lesson teacher to see if you would be a good fit for the program, and then I'll reach back out to you with more details. So this is going to be just interest-based, and we're going to be scheduling everything around who is going to be joining the program. So be sure to let us know if you are interested, and if you have more questions, just reach out and we can schedule a time to chat. Okay, let's talk about adults. I am so happy with how many adults we have here at the school. Our adult program has really grown and is pushing us to offer more for adults. And yeah, everyone's story is so unique. Some people have a musical background when they were a child and then they never touched it for years and years, and now they're trying to come back to it and figure out where they left off. Some people never got the opportunity to learn an instrument when they were young, and now they can. And every story is unique, and I love how many adults are making time for themselves. And it's such a good example if you have kids too, to do something you love and practice and help each other practice. So yeah, the more adults play music, the better. It's so good for your soul. And we have quite a few new opportunities this fall. Okay, so private lessons are obviously really important, but I also understand that adults are really busy and might not be able to commit to something on a weekly basis. So if you can't do the same time slot every week, that's totally fine. We can do every other week classes, and we can also do one-offs. So you can just book as you go. In our new app, you can actually book all your classes on your own. So I'm so excited that we are upgrading our system to make things easier for you to book your own things. So private lessons, we always have going on, and they're there to support you for whatever you need. Okay, let's talk about our Band Friends program for adults. The first thing we have is our semester-based program. So this is what you sign up for if you don't already know who you want to play with and you want to meet new people and play for a semester together and then play a show. You are committing to one semester at a time. So once that show is over, you can tell us if you want to continue with the same band or try a new band or take a break. The goal is for the bands to really gel and stay together if they want to. But some people just like playing on a semester basis, and that's fine too. We do have so many bands that have met in our semester-based bands and then stayed together because it was a really good fit. And that would be under our ongoing bands. Okay, so our ongoing bands are bands that have already decided that they want to stay together, and they are working on building their set of music to a longer set time so they can play their own shows. We are working within the school on helping these ongoing bands have more connections with venues so that they can book their own shows. So we want to help you do that, and then also connect bands together that are on the same path so you guys can share bills together and book shows together. If you need any videos of your band playing for social media to start your page, we can help you with that. And you're still going to be involved in shows that we book, but we totally understand if you're in an ongoing band that you want more than that. Okay, Nailed It. Nailed It is an all-female adult band here at the school, and it was formed randomly last year when a couple friends and parents of students and teachers wanted to all get together and play a show. And then we did it again, and then we did it again. And we started working with these amazing singers that were here at the school taking voice lessons and turned into this beautiful community of women. And so we're going to keep this going. And if you want to be a part of this, it is going to be organized a lot better in the fall. And it's going to be an actual thing that people can sign up for now. And yeah, everybody, it's very collaborative. Everyone picks songs, figures out what instruments they want to play. If you play an instrument already fairly well and are trying to get better at something else, or if you just want more playing experience, then you should sign up and jam with us. And we play shows whenever there's shows that we book. And yeah, it's just a great community. So if you want to be a part of that community, just let us know. Okay, the monthly jazz jams for adults. I'm going to try to make it to as many as possible. There's going to be a teacher present, and there's going to be songs picked at least a month in advance when everybody signs up so that you know ahead of time what to work on. You can even request songs as well. This is open for all instrumentalists and vocalists. And yeah, jazz is such a beautiful genre to express yourself, and it's so freeing to play and also a little scary, but that's the good part about it. So please let us know if you're interested in being a part of the monthly jazz jams, and if you've never done it before, totally fine. If you want to take a few lessons to kind of understand how it all works and then start coming, then I think you should. I think everybody should give it a shot. Okay, extra things that you can sign up for in our adult program. You can, of course, sign up for recording sessions if you want to capture anything you've been working on in our studio. You can come to our monthly songwriting meetups for adults. I'm so excited we're going to be offering these. If you write songs, you can come and share them, collaborate. If you don't, that's okay too. There's going to be a teacher there every month, and there's going to be different prompts and a songwriting exercise, and you have to write a song either by yourself or with other people in a short amount of time and then share it. So it's very healing to write music. If you're interested at all in this, just let us know, and you can come to the first one or whichever one works for you. We're also going to be offering acoustic, solo, and duo shows for adults. So if you play an instrument or are a singer and you just want to play smaller shows without the full band that are way more relaxed, we're going to have opportunities to do that throughout the year. So just let us know if you want to be involved in those, and we'll keep you posted in all the plans. Okay, to recap everything that we are offering for adults, we have our private lessons, our different types of band programs, we have our monthly jazz jams, monthly songwriting meetups, our acoustic, solo, and duo show opportunities, and we have recording sessions. So if you want to come into the studio and get anything you're working on recorded, it's so much fun to do that as well. If you have any questions or ideas, please let me know. We literally just create programs based on what the people here need, and I'm always open for collaboration and any idea that you might have that would help reach your goal that we can help you with. I would love to hear about it and see if we can do something with you. Okay, last but not least, I have to tell you guys about the Radha School of Music app. You can technically find this app in the App Store right now for both Android and Apple devices, and there will be parent logins and student logins. The students will be able to have access to any lessons and courses and homework that the teacher assigns to them. On our end, we get to build our own custom curriculum and courses, which will take time, but I'm so excited that everything's going to be in one place and we'll be able to just assign these things out to students. The students have a practice timer, which they should absolutely use, and they can also see how much time other students put into their practice. There will be a leaderboard. They can message with their teacher if they have questions, which the parents and the admin team will also be able to see. And the parents will have access to all of that, plus billing and scheduling and some other things. The scheduling will be 1,000 times easier, y'all. We'll be able to direct message you within the app, and everything will be in one place. All the group chats, everything is in one place. So thank you all for your patience with the other system that we've been using. They're an amazing company, but there were a lot of things that were frustrating, and it wasn't making it easy for you guys to book things whenever you want, cancel and reschedule whenever you want. This is going to solve all of that. We're going to be moving everybody over into this app in the fall. So give us a couple months of grace to figure out little things we haven't worked out. I'm putting a lot of time this summer into figuring out everything and getting everything set up. But I know there's going to be a few things that we haven't learned yet. Overall, this is just going to be a way simpler, user-friendly space for all of us to connect. So I'm so excited to send you all your logins at the end of summer into the fall. And we will keep you posted on everything we're doing within there. And please stay in communication with us about how things are working, because the whole point of this is to make everyone's lives easier. So yeah, I'm really excited to be launching this new app.